Okay, in this next segment, we're going to talk about the knobs and switches of the XJ-1T. And one of the new upgrades that has happened is that now the switches are on the front. And if we go back to the original XJ model, you'll see that the switches were in the back. The other difference too is that the switches that were in the back were both mid switches. And now we have a mid switch and a high switch. The cool thing about these is that when you turn them on, there's a slight change in color and tone, but it's not an abrupt thing. It's very subtle and it's very pleasant to the ear. So first of all, the up position is off. And when you turn them down, you turn the switches on. And what happens is in the off position, you're running at 400 hertz on the mid switch, and you're running at approximately about 6K for the highs. So when you turn the high on, for example, you're going up to 12K. Just like I said, it's really subtle, but it's very pleasant to the ear. It's not harsh. And then the mid switch, when you turn it on, you're going to 800 hertz. Again, you're pushing a little bit more in the mid area, but it's still subtle and it's very pleasant to the ear. So it's a really nice added function that they put in the XJ series. The next few things we'll talk about are the knobs. Obviously we have the high, mid, and low of the bass preamp. And we've talked about that earlier, which I always keep flat and just add a little bit of the bottom end. You can do as you wish with it and whatever colors and tones you need. And then next we'll go to the volume knob. It controls the overall volume, and you can pop it up to go into bypass. And when you bypass, basically when I use bypass, it's if the battery's running low and you're unfortunate to be in the middle of a performance, you can just pop up and go into bypass. The one cool feature that the new bass has is that, as the old bass, is that you still have the overall volume control in the back panel. Now, what is suggested, and probably is a good thing to do, is to have the volume similar when you're in bypass, so that when you are in active, the volume doesn't change drastically. So that way, if your battery runs out, you're playing in the middle of a concert, and the bass starts to go down, you can just pop up and go into passive and still have similar volume, so it's not a drastic change. Next, we'll go to the balance knob, and you can switch between pickups with the balance knob. So if I go all the way towards my left, it goes towards the bridge pickup, and if I go all the way towards the right, it goes towards the neck pickup. The cool thing is that sonically, every position you use sounds great. And obviously now with the hum reduction, you don't hear any noises, so you can really pick whatever position you want to do depending on what tone and sound you need that's applicable for the song that you're playing. And then last but not least is the overall tone. And the cool thing with the tone knob is that, first of all, I keep it open, but also you can do different things like darkening the tone if you're playing with pedals and doing sort of a synth-based sound or playing around with the sounds. It's kind of nice to get a darker sort of tone. So you can do that with the overall tone. And again, it's very pleasant to the ear, so it's not like drastic moves, but they're cool enough to play within the music that's necessary. So these are the cool features of the knobs and switches of the XJ-1T.